Hey man, you hear me?
Awesome.
Oh man, it's been a while. How long? I think 2 years and two and a half
It's been,
since we.
yeah, dude, it's been a very long time.
Yeah, we seen each other in Dubai in
Yeah,
2022 or something. So,
yeah,
man, I decided to go video for the first time since this period.
let's do it.
So my first question about you and your channel. So we met each other last time maybe 2.5 years ago. I
Mhm.
remember you were actually a 16-year-old technical analyst, or correct me if I'm wrong. So how you keep so young? I mean, 3 years for one. Did you born at 30th February or what? I mean,
No, I think when we met, I was 15. So yeah,
uh,
it's
oh really? You
it's
was 15. Oh,
yeah.
you really still 17, bro?
I just turned 17.
You just turned 17. Oh, bro.
Yes.
Okay. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Okay, nice to see you again. And yeah, I've been watching your channel recently and some couple of last videos. But maybe for those who don't know you from my Russian audience, can you please tell us your thoughts in general in crypto market this year? I mean, we passed halving, and what are your expectations in general in Bitcoin and altcoin?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, спасибо. First of all, как дела? Меня зовут Efe. And I'm super happy to be on your channel. Thank you so much for inviting me, bro. So my predictions for Bitcoin is for this year. I think that this current month, so September, it's going to be pretty bad because if you go back historically, September is the worst month for Bitcoin. But I think October will be the start of the massive rally, which we will go probably to. I think maybe not October. I don't think we'll reach 100K in October, but I think by the end of this year, Bitcoin could be trading at $90,000. And then in 2025, I'm expecting Bitcoin to top out anywhere between 115,000 to 135,000. So I think Bitcoin is going to be very, very bullish. And altcoins, I'm a bit in question about because in 2021, the amount of people that had, if you look at these savings, how many people had, if they had high savings or low savings, you can see that most people had a lot of money to spare, and they use that money to go ahead and buy different altcoins. But fast forward to 2024, unfortunately, a lot of people are in debt and they don't have many savings. And because of this, we're seeing meme coins starting to explode. People are not appreciating the high altcoin projects, and they're not going into these things because they can only give you a 5x, a 10x, or a 20x. Whereas meme coins can convert very small money into potentially a lot of money in the future. So you can see that a lot of people have switched to meme coins away from altcoins, but I think that's going to change. It's probably going to take some time. And 2025 is going to be a big year for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and all altcoins in general. So the best thing that you can do right now is to buy as much Bitcoin, as much Ethereum, and as much of the big altcoin projects which you find are good. And I think you can make an easy 5 to 10x in the next 12 to 24 months.
Sure, I absolutely agree about this meme coin situation. It's like, it's a new kind of bubble which will burst 100%. I mean, people don't see the other side of this. They see a lot of gains, crazy gains potential, but they do not think about losing it all. I mean, I'm super bearish on Pepe long term. I mean, man, okay? You understand what I mean? Maybe we will see some bullish movements because we are still in bull market. But in the end, eventually, I think Bitcoin is king. So you're right. We
100%.
need to accumulate more Bitcoin. Maybe we will switch this narrative in 2025 into something other, maybe AI. I don't know, some other shitcoin hype. But okay, bro, can you please share your charts, because
Yeah, sure.
my audience is especially a chartist and trader audience. So you are also a trader as well. So for those who doesn't know, please subscribe for Crypto Kids channel and
You.
check his content out.
So let me see if I can share. There we
Yes,
go. I think
perfect.
it should be working now. Yeah, so this is, Bitcoin on the weekly time frame, and I think there's so many things that we can point out, and I'm just going to try and keep it as simple as possible. And the first thing is that Bitcoin has a huge bull flag on the weekly And I don't know why people are so bearish at this moment. If you look at the fear and greed index, we're at 26, but there should be no reason for people to be scared. I think it's a time to be excited about Bitcoin. We have the bull flag, we have the huge cup and handle pattern. In terms of where we are in the cycle, it's when usually Bitcoin consolidates and then eventually we break out massively when we confirm going over 60, the prior all time high, which we did in every single cycle before. So, I mean, it's just so many good things are happening politically for Bitcoin in terms of a macroeconomic perspective. It's also looking very good. And I just don't understand why people are very scared right now, because it's the best time to be dollar cost averaging, best time to be accumulating. And I think in October and beyond, Bitcoin will eventually surpass 66K and will go all the way to 89 and then $102,000. And why do I think that? I think this because of the Fibonacci extension. And I like to trade Fibonacci a lot. I don't know if you like to do that
Yeah, it's
as well,
great.
but
Sure.
it's amazing. And I like the two levels, which is the 1.382 and the 1.618. And you can see that we fit right at 90K, which would be a perfect stopover. And then I think 102K and perhaps even 115 if we get lucky next year. But yeah, that's my long-term vision for Bitcoin, man.
Yeah, and usually we see, I mean, now after elections or slightly before the US elections, we see some really good price movements to the upside. And as we call it, October, October
Exactly.
is the king. So maybe we'll see some. The question is, will we see some deeper corrections in near future or not? Because there is no question about long-term Bitcoin success, even on my side. And yeah, by the way, with this money printer, with this monetary policy we see last years, I think it's still super undervalued. Maybe we are in a hyper cycle. But
100%.
what do you think of short-term corrections? I mean, if Bitcoin continue dropping, which levels are your support levels? I mean, in September, till the end of September, let's say.
Yeah, I think that Bitcoin will likely correct back down to 51, 52. We may go into the Fibonacci golden pocket again. I'm not sure if that's going to be the case, but you saw that when we had the flash crash in the yen carry trade, Bitcoin perfectly came down to this golden pocket zone, and we almost retested this wick created after the ETF. So I'm assuming there was a lot of liquidations and liquidity at this area. We also saw beautiful support from the prior 2021 halving. So I think 48K, if you wanted to really buy Bitcoin, this was probably the time. If we remove the Fibonacci retracement, you can see that we had a beautiful retest in the first half of 2021. You see some consolidation in the second half of 2021. You lose the support, it goes down. March 2022, you come up to this area, and of course you tested in the post ETF hype that was in January of this year.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean that was the best opportunity to buy, honestly, in this flash crash. I don't know if Bitcoin will go as low as 48 ever again, but what I do know for sure is that, or not for sure, but I do expect Bitcoin to come back down to 51, 52 in the upcoming weeks, or we may not do that as well. I think September will be rough, but going into October, I think Bitcoin will be able to go back up.
Okay, great. Yeah, it may happen, may not. May happen a little bit earlier or later. It might happen in October or even December. Maybe we are expecting how to say a longer cycle. Like diminishing returns and how Benjamin COiNS says. I forgot how he says, like lengthening cycles, something like this. So maybe we will see. Maybe we'll see
translated cycle.
Yeah, maybe we'll see the top later. I mean, in terms of this all good in quotes news. I mean, ETF, BlackRock. What do you think of all of that? Is it good for crypto or not? The big money comes. Maybe maybe they will not allow through all these derivatives and instruments. They will not allow crazy gains as we saw before on the spot margin market. Do you think they can stop? Like Bitcoin from growing or not? Because I heard some some opinions like that, that BlackRock is killing volatility and Bitcoin in long term. What is your opinion on ETF?
Well, I think that the ETFs are very good. I think that as Bitcoin matures as an asset, where we grow to the market cap of gold, which is 17 trillion now, so 17x away from the market cap of Bitcoin, I think it's normal that if we want to grow as an asset class, then we have to have this institutional adoption. So the BlackRock entering crypto is the right thing to happen. And will that reduce volatility in the long term? Probably. But I think in the macro, it allows a lot of institutional clients who couldn't access Bitcoin because of corporate policy. They couldn't add Bitcoin to their balance sheets. Now they can do that by buying the ETF. So I think in the long term, it's very good for, even in the short term, I think it's very good for institutional clients that have a lot more money than the average Joe to be able to go ahead and buy Bitcoin. But yeah, I think it's given us nothing more than positive price action. And if more and more people decide to go into Bitcoin, then I think it's going to be even better. So I think it's a good thing.
Okay, and do you think would this capital flow into altcoins later at some point? Will BlackRock be interesting in buying, I don't know, Litecoin or what is popular now, Toncoin or okay, Toncoin is the next question. Do you think they will buy at least Ethereum, Solana or something?
I think honestly, I don't think so. I don't think the altcoins will be too attractive to it won't be too attractive to institutional clients just because of how volatile they are. And a lot of them have CEOs. So if you look into different altcoins, a lot of them have a founder where Bitcoin is pretty much anonymous, right? So nobody knows who the founder of Bitcoin is. If they did know, then it would have been a completely different story for Bitcoin as a whole.
No, they
So I
know
think it's a
it is Satoshi Nakamoto, but they can't find him.
yeah,
That's the difference.
exactly.
Yeah, they know some
So
of his friends, like Nick
they
Szabo.
know some of his friends.
Yeah,
But if they were if
maybe it's Da
Satoshi was
Vinci
a
J15. We both know. Maybe it's Da Vinci. We don't know for sure.
we don't know for sure. But yeah, I agree with you. I think that if Satoshi was a public person, if they knew who he was exactly today, then Bitcoin would have been highlighted as the worst thing ever. But because it is anonymous, that is the whole reason why we got the ETF. And Ethereum, yes, you could argue that there's Vitalik behind it, etc. But Ethereum grew to the second largest spot in crypto, and I think institutions see it as a way to invest into blockchain, whereas Bitcoin is a way to buy digital you could say digital gold or
Yeah.
multiple different ways to announce Bitcoin. But I think it's a good thing. I think all of these things are good things. It's just a matter of time. Patience is the virtue. We just need to wait, buy
Yes.
Bitcoin, and hold until it becomes the money. And when it does, I think we're all going to be very, very, very happy.
Digital art. I remember NFT hype. By the way, do you think it will continue at some point? I mean, digital art. It's amazing technology for the for the painters, for the artists, for a lot of even for the license. How to say the
Mm-hmm.
copyright things. You know,
Mm-hmm.
great technology. But now we are seeing a lot of bubbles, even on Ethereum. By the way, what is your opinion on Ethereum, at least? Because
Yeah.
speaking altcoins, yeah.
Let's have a look. Ethereum is super. I think it's super undervalued. I think that 2.5 for Ethereum is amazing because we've not hit a new all-time high for Ethereum, unlike Bitcoin, and we just have so much more room to go up. I think that we could retest 2.2, 2.3 again, and that's the place where I'm looking to open a long position. But if you just want to buy and hold Ethereum, I think right now is a fantastic opportunity to do so because Ethereum is going to $15,000. It's happening. And that would be a 7x from where we are today. And if you invest $10,000, then that can become $60,000, $70,000 in the next few years. So I think Ethereum is at a very good point, and it will probably do very well.
Okay, you're pretty sure about that. Your sounds like your words sounds promising. I also hope so. I think we didn't see, we haven't seen nothing. I mean, in terms of really all season, as we called it. If you remember 2017, I mean, everybody see it on chart. It was like everything was growing, like 2x a day. You know, I also think we will see. But what's about other altcoins? I mean, some outside coins, for example, Litecoin or Ripple. I mean, those altcoins which didn't perform this well, like Ethereum and Bitcoin. Do you think they
Well,
will some of them will recover in future?
I think a lot of them will recover. I think that Shiba Inu, AVAX, Matic, BNB, all of these will do well. I'm not too sure about XRP, honestly, but I think a lot of the good projects that are in the top 100 crypto coin market cap, they will recover back up again. But the rest is a question mark. Meme coins will probably mostly die, apart from Shiba, Pepe, and Dogecoin. But honestly, I think if you're looking for the next, where the next money is going to flow into, I personally think it's going to be the top 100 market cap projects again. And if you can find the ones with good business models and projects that can really implement a real use case, then if you, I think you can't go wrong. So that's my strategy right now. I hold a lot of gaming projects because I think GameFi is going to bring the next billion users to crypto. And if you are bullish in GameFi, then I personally like Medieval Empires.
Yeah,
I've
man.
been
I just wanted to ask, what is your favorite one? Me too. I'm also invested and buying some more with these cheap prices. I mean, it is a good game. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I play the game almost every day. I love the game. It's really really entertaining, and I think once the project is out to the masses, it will get a huge audience. And I think that this price is very very cheap for Medieval Empire. So if you want to buy, I think now is a great time to do that. And I think when the altcoin season hits, this game could really really take off.
Yeah, it's almost at investor's price. I mean, almost at
Yeah.
yeah, almost. It's super cheap, guys. And I'm also bullish on GameFi sector because it's like here there are games here to stay, and I like. Man, I'm watching my kids playing Minecraft and all this other metaverses without crypto, and I wanted to. I wanted them to play. I think I should show them Medieval Empires as well. By the way, they just released a few months ago. They released a desktop version for PC and Mac both. So please download if you didn't know that. Great, man. What do you think of Telegram and this issue with Pavel Durov in France? You may hear about that. What do you think of
Yeah.
Toncoin? Because a lot of hype
Well,
around this ecosystem.
honestly, I was very shocked that Ton went down. Um, I think the current structure in Telegram is very very concerning from what I'm hearing, but I don't know. I mean, I've never been a supporter of Toncoin, and I don't plan on doing so with the way that things are going. So I would just be careful. And if a chain is going down for 6 hours, and it means that you lost access to your money. If you cannot
Yeah.
transact on the Ton chain, and that's very concerning. And it's a very very bad sign. So if you have Toncoin, I would be careful. But if Durov is back, then probably the token will also be back.
Okay, no, personally me, I have maybe a couple Toncoins inside my wallet to transact, but as I see from comments and chats, people are heavy invested, let's call it like that. So yeah, maybe too long Toncoin is not a good idea now, guys, for
Yeah,
sure.
I don't know honestly. Yeah, it could be difficult.
Yeah. Man, okay, personally you, except Medieval Empires, I mean, your top 3 projects which have some technology, some idea that you also agree with that.
Honestly, I think that it's tough. I'm mostly in Bitcoin and Ethereum. I think I'm 70% Bitcoin, or in fact 60% Bitcoin, 30% Ethereum, and the last 10% I have just some altcoins. But You know, if you had to ask, I don't know, I would probably say Matic and AVAX and BNB, the top 10. I wouldn't go into two degen projects. I like to wait until the bull market starts. So I'm sticking with Bitcoin and Ethereum mainly right now.
Okay, man, it makes sense. Makes sense. Right. Thanks very much for joining us. That was a nice conversation. Guys, please let us know in the comments below how do you like this chat, and which questions do we have? We will answer in the next one. Maybe we'll go live next time. So thank you very much, bro. And
No worries, dude. No worries.
keep in touch.
Yeah,
Bye-bye
for sure,
next
dude.
time.
Take care, man. Bye-bye.